quite a while, hasn't it? But anyway, what's up? Juno here. And I haven't made a video filming my face in quite a while. It's been a very long time. And right off the bat you may notice something. The backdrop has changed. Yes, I still know I haven't put my posters up yet, but that'll change soon. I've just been too busy with work. And good news about work. When I was initially hired on, I was just a freelancer. And shortly after the new year, I was asked if I would like a full-time position. And I took it. In the interest of getting farther into what I plan on doing with my life professionally, this is a great opportunity at a very prestigious place. So I sure as hell said yes. And the other benefit is there's certain things like health insurance and a retirement package, and that's all positive and great. Wish I could say more about it, but there's strict confidentiality things, so don't bother asking. I'm not going to get into detail about what I do professionally or the company I work for. But anyway, so yeah, new place, job's going good, and you know, everything's just working out nicely for the most part. Weather outside's kind of shitty, but other than that, everything's positive. But throughout my duration of making videos on YouTube, I have not necessarily changed certain things that aren't as evident. I've tried to vary up content and not try to just be talking about one thing all the time, especially with my latest videos. I'd like to change it up a bit. I'm not saying I'm going to change it up permanently, but you know, I like to cover a broad array of things. But one thing that hasn't changed is the machine that I use to process all of my videos and stuff. And here it is. It's a 4.5-year-old MacBook Pro. Long time for a laptop. And for its time, this is a first generation MacBook Pro. It has an Intel Core 2 Duo processor. It's 2 gigahertz, and it also has 2 gigs of RAM and a 500 gig, 5400 RPM hard drive in it. Now when I bought this machine, it only had 512 megs of RAM, and it only had an 80 gig hard drive, but those were parts that you can easily swap out and stuff. And it's been a very good machine, and it's still working just fine. But it's getting up there, and I think the graphics card's about to go in it. It's kind of glitching up with videos and stuff like that, and video stuff is my livelihood, more so than probably most people do in their day-to-day life. People may make videos a lot, but how many people can say they do it professionally, huh? So, if you follow me on Twitter, about a week ago, I said something to the extent that it has landed. And you may be wondering what it may be. Well, I'm going to tell you what it is. So, are you ready to know what it is? No, it is not what you're looking at right now, which is my iPhone 4. It is something a little bit bigger than that, and a little bit more powerful, just a little bit. You ready? There it is. What you're looking at is a Mac Pro. This is the 8-core Mac Pro with the two 2.4 quad-core processors. The latest ones, the Westmere processors, I believe what they're called. And currently it has 6 gigs of RAM, 3 per processor, but it won't be at 6 gigs for long. These machines, Apple officially says that they can support up to 32 gigs of RAM, but there's a company out there that will actually, they sell RAM that will expand out to 64 gigs of RAM. Now, I'm probably not going to go that crazy, but for sure it's definitely going to get some more RAM eventually. And this has 2 processors in it, not just one. And what's great about these machines is inside there's 4 hard drive bays, there's 4 bays for RAM in each processor, and it's all modular. It's very simple to drop new drives in and stuff like that. It makes it easy. It's really, really great. But, you know, for the type of work I do, which is video editing professionally, well, this machine for sure can process whatever I could throw at it. But you need something to display what you're working on, and having at least 2 monitors or multi-monitors is a great thing. So to display what goes on in this machine, I went and I've got two monitors. And what these monitors are their Dell 21.5-inch 1080p monitors. They're LED backlit, and we have DVI out and HDMI as well we have VGA. So hell yeah, they're fucking awesome. And there's my other computer right there. I mean, just in size alone, I mean, those things are gigantic. And I have the wired keyboard, and over there with the light on is my M box where my speakers, there's one of them, go out to. So yeah, I've definitely got some horsepower now. I'm fucking stoked. It's such a nice machine. I fucking love it. So there you have it. What I've been doing in my absence, as well as some new toys. Now, I don't mean to turn this video into, which operating system is better or whatever like that. For my work, what I do professionally, I need a setup like this. Some people may game, some people may prefer PCs, whatever, or the open source stuff, Linux, Ubuntu, whatever. This is what I prefer, and this is what I need professionally. So I don't mean to turn this into some sort of argument over which operating system's better or which hardware's better or anything like this. I need this setup for what I do professionally. So that's why I got it. And it's a fucking fantastic machine. Another thing that's great about it is my little MacBook Pro here. Like for this video, for example, depending on how long it is, it takes typically this MacBook Pro about double the time of the video to process it. I ran a test on a 15-minute piece of video, standard definition, nothing too crazy, using the same software that I use when I'm shooting on my MacBook Pro, and it processed the same clip. It took this machine, the MacBook Pro, about 30 minutes to process it entirely. It took my Mac Pro less than 2 minutes. Less than 2 fucking minutes. I could not believe it. That's crazy. But, yeah. It was definitely necessary. So, and you know what this means? This means we can continue on with Dipshit of the Year and start to embark on the new series that I promised on January 1st, on something that I've never seen anyone really cover in great depth on YouTube or really anywhere for the most part. I've only seen it from one source, and I'm going to be using some of the points that they brought up in this one source to talk about this in a way, especially since I think it'll be a very interesting subject, and I'm sure a lot of people would like to know what happens, and I'm going to be approaching it from a variety of different ways, but we'll just have to wait and see to find out. And yeah, this was kind of a necessary upgrade, and I kind of wanted to wait until I got this upgrade before I decided to officially announce that I'm back. Anyway, hopefully I'll have plenty of time to put multiple releases out per week, but we'll just have to take it slow and see how I can balance things now. We'll just have to see. Anyway, do your part. Blaspheme daily. It's good to be back.